Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Damean Adams, and welcome to Cooking with Inspiration. Now, as you know, with this show, it's all about having fun, having good food, and great inspiration. Now, today's title of the show is Combining Cultures. Now, I've traveled so many different parts of the world and enjoyed great food wherever I went. Now, today, the name of the show is Combining Cultures. So we're going to combine a little bit of Mexican and a little bit of Indian and show you how all of these foods have purpose and how we can all unite together as one. Today, I have a special guest, though. His name is Vikram Kathapal. Now, he's a great friend of mine. But in India, they have a special way to greet people, and it's simple as Namaste.
Namaste, Damean. Thank you for having me on your show.
Outstanding. Vic, it's great to have you here. So what we're going to do is, I told the audience, we're going to combine a little bit of Mexican with some Indian flavors.
Okay.
Now, you know how we are. This is how we have fun. Anytime that we get together, we always like to make a good meal. And making a good meal, that means that no matter where Vic comes from or where I come from, it's all about food will bring us together. And that's what life is all about. Now, today what we're going to make is tacos. But it's not your average taco that you usually have on Friday nights. We're going to make a little bit of Mexican, put in some Indian spices with it. As you can see, we have our vegetables. We have a little bit of lime, and I'm going to show you what we're going to use with it next. Some onions, some tomatoes. We have mangoes. Oh, yeah, it's coming. Now, we have a little bit of cilantro, some peppers. We have our chicken, some lettuce, and we still go average with the typical tacos, but we have our spices. Now, as you can see, we have our taco spice, but we have some turmeric, which is great in India, and some chili powder, all right? Then we're going to combine all of those things and make it a great flavor. Then we're going to put some mango curry with the chicken. Oh, yeah. We're going to spice it up one more notch. So come back. Vic, you think they're ready?
Oh, they ain't ready for this.
I know they're not ready. But you guys better come back and you'll see what happens. See you in a bit. Uh-oh. Hey guys, welcome back. As I said, we like to have fun in the kitchen. Now, usually you're used to seeing me dancing around, but it's odd to see somebody else, especially Vic. Vic is more of a reserve, but when he's around me, it's all about having fun. Hey guys, what we're going to do real quick, we're going to season the chicken. As I said before, everything is all about combining flavors, combining that culture. So, as always, we have our pepper. Don't really need that much pepper, but when you like things spicy, spice it up as much as possible, all right? Get a little bit of salt in there. All right. Nice and simple. Now, what we're going to do, put some of that taco seasoning inside. You can put as much or as little as you want. Any way that you want to put it, it's up to you. I like a lot because I like that seasoning. As I said, now we're going to increase with that turmeric. It's that great Indian flavor. So some people call it curry, and this is probably one of the main things in curry sauce. Put a hearty amount in it. We're going to spice it up one more notch. We're going to put some of that chili powder. Oh yeah. Indians, they love that great seasoning. But as always, you can't have a meal without that garlic sauce. All right? That garlic powder, you got to put it in. Vic, go ahead and grab
Let's grab some of this.
Grab a pinch of that.
I know how you like your garlic.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Ah! Ah! All right. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Hey, folks, as I said before, when you're in the kitchen, have fun. It's no fun if you're just in the kitchen and making boring food. Then it's not going to taste that great. Yeah. So when you're in the kitchen, especially when you have friends over, have fun with it. They want to come over even more, and then the food is good. So all I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to mix up the chicken. Now, all of the flavors is just going to go on this chicken. And once we mix it all together, then I'm going to chop it up in fine pieces just to make it into that good taco kind of, shredded meat that we like. All right. Doesn't have to be too much because all of those flavors, once we put it inside that pot and we start to fry it, it's going to be nice and tender. I put a little bit of that olive oil inside of the pan so that we can still do a little healthy. All right. Usually we use butter, but listen, we're health conscious these days. All right. Especially Indians and everybody's trying to take care of their body.
We got to keep our figure,
Well, Vic, he does have a figure. Maybe one. No, I'm messing around. All right, guys. Now that I got the chicken seasoned up, all I want to do real quick, I'm going to chop it up real quick, and I'm going to show Vic how to do it, put him to work, and then I'm going to work on chopping up those vegetables at the same time. So we'll be right back, and then we'll get it frying on the pan. Vic, don't cut yourself while we're here, all right?
I'll try not to.
All right, because next minute your mother gets upset at me, and then I get a beating. All right? Anyway, folks, we'll be right back, all right? See you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey Vic, you gotta stop dancing around here now. You're giving me competition.
Oh yeah?
All right.
You can't handle it?
So anytime that you're ready, we can battle anytime.
Okay,
All
okay.
right? Even though it's a cooking show, we can battle. All right. Hey guys, we're gonna start chopping up the chicken. Now I love to use chicken tenders because they're just so tender. You know what I mean, Vic?
Oh yeah.
All right. Now when I chop up the chicken tenders, I want to chop them up as fine as possible. Just as if you had shredded meat, whether it's beef that you use or chicken, I like to make them nice and thin. Now I'm gonna have Vic chop them up. I just want to show him how to do it real quick, just so that he doesn't mess anything up. Because Vic isn't always in the kitchen. Sorry, I had to tell you a secret.
Man, come on now. Give me some credit.
Well, he did bring the seasoning. Right. So guys, hey, so all I'm gonna do, I'll make it nice and thin. It doesn't take much. Just make sure that you don't cut yourself when you're chopping up this chicken. All right?
Yeah.
Once I chop it nice and thin, I just want to bring it a little bit more. All right. So nice small pieces of the chicken in the consistency as if you had ground beef or one of those things. All right. So Vic, I'm gonna hand this over to you.
All right.
All right. Now while Vic is chopping up the chicken, I'm gonna chop up the vegetables on the cutting board over here. All right. So Vic, as I said, be careful.
Yeah. We don't want to end up at the emergency room.
Now Vic is great. Listen. So right now, I want to just prep things a little bit more. So I'll have the tomatoes, all right? We have the onions, and we have our peppers, all right? So while Vic is chopping over there, I'm gonna get with the tomatoes, just make them nice and small. Because what we want to do, we're going to make a little salsa, all right? We're gonna make a mango salsa, and plus we're going to spice up the tomatoes just so that we can put that on the taco also, all right? So we're just gonna have some fun today. That's all it is. How you doing over there, Vic?
Doing well, man. It's coming along just fine.
All right, don't get too crazy over there. All right.
Don't give me too much to do.
All right. Hey guys, so while Vic is chopping up the chicken, as I said, he's doing a pretty good job over there. All right. I'm gonna chop up the tomatoes. As always, just make them nice and small, as much as you want, and then you just put them inside. I'm going to chop up a little bit of that cilantro with it also. All right. So I'm just going to chop up the tomatoes, put it to the side real quick, and then the other vegetables we're going to put to the side also. Because what I want to do, I want to dice up the vegetables first inside that pan, and then I'm going to put the chicken in there. And we're just going to bring it to one more notch. Because usually when you make tacos, it's usually just with the beef and just nice and plain. But I want to put a little spice to it. As I said, combining flavors, and it's my recipe, okay? Only thing we got here is a little bit of different spices, but we're going to make it real good. So good. I don't know if you're ready for it. They ready, Vic?
No, no.
All right. Hey, Vic, you know, it's one thing about life. It's always about understanding that no matter where you come from in this world, anywhere that you go around the world, people all have different things that are just like yours, all right? People all love food, and that's number one, all right? Just like how I met Vic, he loves food. That's why we're friends. But he's a family man, and so am I. You know, so there's no difference between anywhere you go around the world. You'll always have people, they all want the same thing, and that's happiness. And happiness sometimes comes from one of the greatest things. It's food, and that's all I want to do. Hey, folks, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to chop up these vegetables. By the time we get back,